Uh, Happy and blessed Tuesday night, Team Relentless. Welcome to our weekly training sessions. We do this each and every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you did not already know that, if you got a reminder message, make sure you're putting that on your calendar so that you're never missing out on this powerful, impactful session that we get to share with our top leaders in this opportunity. So if we haven't already met, my name is Myra Ferreira. I'm one of your executive sales directors, and I'm based in Tampa, Florida. And just like you, at one point, I was invited to learn and to grow and to step forward into something bigger than what I knew at the time. And you have to understand that every single decision that you make can actually enable you to change your life. So congratulations and a huge welcome to anyone that may be new. Maybe tonight is the first time that you're plugging in. We want to give you a huge welcome, because it takes a lot to step out of what you're comfortable with and stepping in and growing into something new. You dare to do it. And there's definitely a lot of great things coming for all of us. Now, if you haven't already heard, and if you are new, you may have missed the memo. Otherwise, really, Jumpstart is going to need you there, right? It's happening in Dallas. That is the first weekend just after the new year, from the 7th to the 9th. Make sure you've gotten your ticket and that you are plugged in. You will be present. You don't want to miss out. You already made the decision to be here this far. You want to make sure you're taking advantage of starting your year off right. But for tonight, what I can tell you as well is we're going to get to the top 10 list after our training session, because it's just delayed, all right? It's going to be here later on. I'll go ahead and share that with you. But in the spirit of celebration, okay, never mind. I take that back. In the spirit of celebration, right? In the spirit of celebration, we always love to start these calls off with acknowledging the top agents within our company, within our team. Maybe that's the person that invited you that is making that much more of an impact by introducing customers to the solution that we offer, as well as introducing new agents and new business partners that want to redesign their life. So with the top 10 list of agents who have had the highest number of enrollments for customers so far for this volume month, number one spot held by Vice President Bruno Florida. Next, Regional Vice President Ray Sortero, Christopher Vitucci, Zandra Valles, Adrian Henao, Anthony Kelly, Tina Levon Foster, Dinette Irisari, Vanikia Jenkins, and Yibit Espinosa. So go ahead and light it up in the chat. Celebrate that huge accomplishment. That means they're introducing people to a new solution. And what better time than to do it but now, when you're thinking about the new year and those goals. Now we're going to highlight the top 10 agents who have actually had the highest enrollments, inviting maybe you, as I said, or some of the names you've already heard may be celebrated again. But these agents are expanding our reach, growing our family, and allowing people to design create a new legacy for themselves, their loved one, and their last name. The number one spot held by Javier Alejandro, Terry Rowley, Janetsi Zayas, Jessica Alhur, Santa Fedna, Areli Alanis, Gregarious Ball, Jamarquise Mobley, Dominique Brown, and Jacqueline Rivas. So go ahead and celebrate them. Let's light it up in the chat. Drop some emojis if you can. You know, just giving them a huge acknowledgement for expanding our family so far, starting off this volume month, winning. And again, you're going to want to give them an extra thank you if they invited you. I love to hear and read those new names as well. But now we are going to shift our focus into what's called our training mode, right? Training mode for tonight. I love to be able to introduce this gentleman as someone that's been able to mentor me directly, someone that's definitely always had the concept of paying it forward, with an extensive and an amazing history of service to this entire country, but also now within our team, he plays such a crucial role, influencing so many people, right? He's constantly training, constantly pouring back out. He's a father, he's a husband, he's a leader's leader. He's been able to be on the stage as well and contribute to our nationwide events. And I just see a continued growth and a huge future ahead for himself and all of us who can continue to learn from him. When he speaks, I absolutely listen. I hope that you have your thinking caps on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that you're ready to take down some notes and grow with this individual, because again, he's someone that I continue to grow with and I appreciate a whole lot. And although he was giving me a hard time earlier on the Zoom, when he offers the phenomenal level of training and mentorship and guidance, I give him a pass. So please give your undivided attention to none other than our Vice President, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, who I already see cheesing on the screen. Can you hear me?
You know, smiling, especially with an introduction like that, guys. Can everybody hear me okay? Myra, you hear me clear?
Loud and clear. You good?
All right, guys. Hey, first of all, let's get it back to Myra. All right. You know, she's here week after week. Wow, for the past couple years now, you know, hosting our calls, guys. And you know, she is amazing at that. I mean, she makes me sound way so much better, you know, than I am, guys. But anyway, we want to thank you, Superstar, for just doing what it is you do at our team. Wow, guys, 167 people on training tonight. All right, we must be giving away some money. Somebody heard some money be given away on training. So, ain't that right, Rob? I'm looking at Rob, smile. Rob, like, yo, you know, they must be giving away some money tonight. All right. But anyway, guys, listen, we want to welcome everybody to training, man. I tell you what, a well-trained team is a well-paid team, guys. And, you know, I'm blessed every time I have the honor when we do our leaders call every Monday. And they let us know, hey, who's going to train. And, you know, I don't take it lightly, okay, because I know we have 170 people on here who tuned in, you know, because you want to learn something that's going to take your business to the next level. You want to learn that nugget that's going to help propel you, okay, to that financial freedom, getting your time back. And that's what this is all about, guys. It's about helping people, but it's also about getting our time back, because time is something that can't be replaced. And so that's why we take it seriously. Now, you know, we had our meeting on Monday, guys, with our Senior Vice President, Xavier Marrero. There's a few things that he wanted us to talk about, all right? And shout out to our Senior Vice President, man. He has a lot going on. He could be at the beach. He could be in another country right now. He could be doing whatever he wants, but guys, he plugs in with us leaders, and, you know, he truly, truly cares about our team, and, you know, so salute to him. But what he wanted to talk about, listen, there's a lot of people on here right now. All right. And maybe you're brand new. And so what we want to do, guys, is show you or talk about the value that UCES provides. And I'm going to get in my training, guys, and training is inviting, and that's what I'm going to get into. But what we want to do, all right, we don't want to have that open bucket of agents that come in, you know, because they're excited and then leave. All right. And if you're on this training right now, I'm going to talk to you about it, but we have thousands. We had over 800 people join, all right, 2 weeks ago, just on our team. We don't have 800 people here on training. Okay, what does that mean in essence, guys? That we're already losing these people. Why? Because they're not around the campfire. And so when we get off this training, it's incumbent on you, because they've enrolled with you, meaning that they put their trust in you. So what you want to do, okay, is you want to get with those people and make sure that their services are set up, okay? Make sure that they are onboarded correctly, okay? Our Executive Vice President, David Marquez, has a great onboarding, okay? I did an onboarding that I can send to you. You want to make sure that these people are getting started the right way, but also what you want to preach to our brand new agents is the value that we provide. You see, UCES is not just credit restoration, guys. If it was just credit restoration, a lot of us who have been in this for a while, whose credit now is where it needs to be, you know, we would have no need for the services anymore, okay? It's so much more than credit restoration. And so what we need to do is let our new agents know the value that we provide. That way, when it comes to making that next $89 payment, team, we're not losing those people. And I think Myra's pinned to the screen. So let me go ahead. I think we're all staring at Myra most of the time. All right, so unpinned it. Hopefully you guys are looking at me now. You're like, damn, that's a man's voice coming from a very pretty face. Now you guys see me, okay? But anyway, like, damn, Myra got a deep voice, you know, real quick. All right. Checking for the Adam's apple. It's not there, but it's right. All right. Anyway, we're going to keep going. All right. But anyway, guys. All right. But we want to make sure, all right, that we're keeping those people engaged. Okay. And the best way to do that, okay, the best way to keep people on, all right, is showing the value of the services that we provide. And so we want to make sure that people know, all right, people know what they got, and that way they are using that. Okay. The debt payoff system, guys, worked tremendously for me to pay down my debt. All right. When you think about the financial lockbox, when you think about the will and trust, which is amazing because tomorrow's not promised. All right. There's a lot of services that we have. All right. That's going to keep people as an agent until they decide they really want to plug in and do this thing, whether it's part-time, you know, or full-time right now. And then we want to kind of talk about business expenses, guys. You see, it's very important that you switch to the entrepreneurial mindset, meaning that you're going to incur costs when it comes to your business. All right. Now, when it comes to network marketing, which makes it, you know, in my opinion, the best industry in the world when it comes to entrepreneurship, because it's, first of all, it's a low barrier entry, guys. All right. The most you paid to get into this company was $299. Okay. The most you paid. When I joined, all right, I had me $11 discount. Okay. I paid $288. Okay, guys. But the most you paid was $299, guys. That is nothing when it comes to a business. Now, I'm not saying that a lot of people here didn't sacrifice in order to pay that $299. I know times were hard. But when you think about that $89 payment, okay, when you think about that overhead, guys, when it comes to a traditional business sense, guys, that is nothing. All right, because if you look at brick and mortar businesses, they are paying so much. And so what we wanted to do before I got into, the nuts and bolts of our training, we wanted to bring on one of our most successful business partners that we have. This young lady, she's a vice president. She's a six-figure earner with our company, but she is a traditional business owner. I had the pleasure, all right, of eating her food and seeing her service and how it is that she worked and how it is that she ran her business when we went up to Worcester. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Rob. When we went to Worcester, to Massachusetts, Myra's like, kinda, but anyway, guys, when we went up there, and what I want to do, guys, is kind of bring her in because we had an interesting talk when our vice president and above call. And I mean, she pays more in toilet paper, all right? I mean, literally, and you're flushing that, all right? Then we pay, for our business as well, all right? So I want to go ahead and bring on, our vice president. This young lady has taught me so much. She kind of puts me in check, actually, sometimes, all right? She has that forceful voice or whatever like that, lets me know when I'm acting up a little bit. But, she's someone who I truly, truly respect. She's a woman of God, and she's done a lot in our company, but she's also runs a very, very, very successful business in the Massachusetts area. So if we have our vice president, Miss Natalie Rodriguez, if you come on and just kind of share your story about business and about entrepreneurship and just related to what we have going on right now with UWE.
Yes. Thank you so much. Can you hear me and see me okay?
Yes, good, loud and clear.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Arnold. And you did say it well, so you don't get beat up today. So that's good. Please excuse Arnold, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, guys, with his dad jokes because they're just dad jokes. They're just that, right? But anyways, they wanted me to come on because I was making a point when we were talking about, business expenses. So it's time for you guys to go from working that 9 to 5 to getting into entrepreneur mode. And it's really hard to get into that because we're so used to everything else being taken care of. I'm going to give you a couple examples just so that you can really see the bigger picture for you guys. And then you can paint the picture to other people as well, right? In a traditional business, you're going to have overhead, such as he said, said toilet paper. That gets flushed every day or whatever, and so people don't remember the little things like that. So when you pay for food, at a restaurant, you sit down, but you're paying for the water, you're paying for electricity, you're paying for, if there's parking or the snow removal, the trash removal. People don't understand all the little components. Just to get my beer taps going, I had to pay for somebody to clean my lines, 3 different companies to get my beer. And then I had to buy CO2 and nitrogen. I'm like, where did I even find that? And I was kind of like on my own. But these are little things. Like it took me like 4 to 5 people just to get one system going. And so these are like the little things like that you guys are forgetting, traditional versus non-traditional. So this business was a no-brainer for me. It was $288 when I got started. It's $299. Some of you guys did that, So when you think about that part, you pay $299 and then you pay $89 a month. I wish my overhead was $89 a month. I have rent, to-go containers, labor, payroll. I got to pay for payroll to pay the payroll, permits. I just got my liquor license, spent thousands of dollars. I just got it, guys, like literally in November. I have to renew it on December 31st. So if you see me crying in the corner at the end of the week, don't, just give me a hug. But, there's those little things. Over here, you pay $299, then you pay $89 a month. Well, guess what? That $89 a month, you get customer service. Do you know how much money you would have to spend for multiple people to be on standby for you for customer service? You're talking about 9 to 5 or, their hours, 9 to 5, 8 hours a day, even if you paid one person. You're talking about 40 hours a week for one person. That's going to be a hell of a lot more than $89 in a month. You know what I mean? You break that $89 down. That's $20 a month, $22 a week. I'm sorry, $22 a week. And you break it down, gets you 40 hours in customer service throughout your stuff. It gets you IT support because now you don't even have to call anybody. IT already knows when there's an issue, right? So you don't have to call IT, you don't have to pay for IT. You don't have to pay for the website because the websites cost a lot. Security for the websites also costs money. I pay for that too. So you have to pay for that as well. The payroll, you don't have to pay for the payroll. They pay for the payroll, you know? So, and for those of you guys that are at regional sales director and above, you're getting hurdler, which is super important when it comes to this business, because now you're able to kind of bookkeep all your stuff. You're getting your website, and then you're getting all the services. And just like Arnold said earlier, the will and trust alone, guys, is amazing. So always encourage your people to literally just go in there and just get all the services. And just remember, it's not just $89. I'm paying $89 to get my credit restoration fixed and stuff. Like, as an agent, your overhead, $89 is nothing. And if you really truly see the vision, you're gonna stick with it. I saw the vision. I got started in last April, and we've been able to accomplish amazing things. R&R, vice president, 6-figure. I'll be crossing stage next year, getting my ring. And this all while I'm still working, literally like nonstop. Like, I literally am I'm doing double duty. I'm always on the go, which is why they call me 24/7. So, you guys literally have to just look at it as a bigger picture. Just know that if you had a traditional business, you would be paying a lot more than $89 a month. So just make sure that you're painting that vision to your new agents. If you are a new agent, just make sure that you are listening in to what I'm saying to you guys. If you have a traditional business, it's going to be a lot more expensive. This is the cheapest way to become your own boss, the cheapest way to become your own entrepreneur. And so I just appreciate you guys for just having me on today. Arnold, no more dad joke for the rest of the training, but I'm going to give it back to you.
Hey, first of all, we don't know nothing about snow removal. We live in Florida. All right. So that's something we ain't got to worry about. All right. And stop making fun of my jokes. All right. Listen, you can't laugh at yourself, then, whatever. I was about to make another bad joke. All right. Anyway, guys, Natalie, hey, thank you. But, before you hop off and hop back on, I want to ask you, as far as traditional business, and Daryl, we see you, bro. We see you. You're in there. We got you. All right. But we want to talk about traditional business. How long does it take for a traditional business typically to turn a profit, from your experience?
I am currently in the red. I started this new journey because I just went from an 1,100. That's the other part I didn't tell you guys, right? With this company helped me go from an 1,100 square foot place to an 11,000 square foot mansion. We started this journey back in July. I am in the red. I write Monopoly checks at this point. But thankfully, because of this job, because of this particular business, I've been able to I've been able to pay my rent at home and stuff over here. And I've been able to fund all my stuff over there. So needless to say that good paycheck everybody got last week went towards that. But it's months. We're talking about July to December, and we're still, trying to get caught up on all the fees and everything, literally everything. When I did the first place, that was 1,100 square feet. It was the same thing. It was July to December, and then I had a grand opening in January. And so we're ahead of the game when it comes to my first timeline and my second timeline, because I should be able to grand open by February. So we're soft opening now and just building that capital, but you have to build it there, guys. And so UWE actually has a name already placed there for you. So we have that 15-year thing. You're not the new business, the new kid on the block coming into town without, something to back you up. We've helped millions of people. And so this will be able to help you you can take off running the same way I did, the same way, Ines did, Vice President Ines, and just everybody else that's been successful with this business.
Absolutely. And the reason why I point that out, guys, if you guys know my background, I'm a business professor. I also have a DBA, my doctorate in business administration. And I know these things, guys. And, 5 years, five years typically is when businesses even start to break even if they are in business that long. Even if they're in business that long, you see, the point I was trying to make is with our company is such a low barrier entry. But, when you get those first 3 clients, guess what? You have broken even. That's $300. You get your 5, and that's why we always preach strive for 5. If you're a new agent on here right now, your first goal, okay, is your ROI. Your ROI comes when you strive for 5, okay? When you go ahead and you get those 5 clients. But guess what happens with 5 agents? Now you've made $500, but now your services are free. All right, if you look at Natalie, the success that she's had, Myra, the success that she's had, Bruno, the success that he's had, a lot of Chris Barron, the success that she's had, okay, we have never paid an $89 payment to the company, although for us to pay $89, if Natalie had to pay $89 every single month to the company, she just told you in a year, all right, the company has paid her over $100,000, wouldn't that be worth it? Absolutely, it would be worth it. Okay, that's a flip. Okay, but now what we can do in our company is we waive our fees. And so it's the best of both worlds, guys. And so if you're on here right now, if you don't have a clear direct purpose, your clear direct purpose is to go ahead and strive for 5. Now, how do we do that though? How is it that we strive for 5? And guys, and so this leads me to my training, okay? And it's getting people to see the information. You see, you can't be a secret agent. You have to let people know what you're doing, but also just because people are seeing what you're doing, okay, they're not automatically going to come to you and say, hey, show me what this is. They need to be invited, but they need to be invited the right way. Okay, inviting is one of those 7 fundamental skills of network marketing, guys. And so I'm gonna go ahead into our training. And Myra, just let me know if you see my screen, if we are good to go.
Yes.
All right, guys. And so, well, what you do, I'm going to spend the next, 10 or 15 minutes, and this won't be a long training because I know we want to get to the money, we want to get to the qualifications, guys, in order for you to earn that $600. But listen, mastering the invite is very, very important. So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and take notes, okay? Get out there. But first of all, I want you to have the mindset that you're going to get out of your comfort zone, after this training, because that's what it's going to take, okay? It's going to take you getting out there and inviting people to see this information. And so here are the 7 fundamental skills of network marketing, guys. Now, you don't have to be great at everything, okay? But you have to have a working knowledge of all 7 skills. And if you look at number 1, it's finding prospects, okay? 2, inviting prospects. 3, presenting the information. 4, obviously following up, helping your prospects and your distributors, okay, and customers, helping that new distributor get started, and promoting events, okay? But what I want to focus on, guys, is that 2nd skill. Okay, inviting someone to see the information, because guess what? You were invited to see the information. That's why you're on this training right now. But you are doing people a disservice, your family members, your friends, people in your church, your community. Okay, if you believe in what we're doing here in UWE, okay, not inviting them to see the information. Now, times have changed, okay? My daughter, who's 22 years old, who I'm blessed to have living with me now, I remember, we used to communicate all the time by texting, all right? People don't really call on the phone anymore. As a matter of fact, go ahead and throw a 1 in the chat if it's kind of weird for people to call you right now. Like, I communicate with people all day, but I may talk to maybe 3 or 4 people on the phone besides clients, all right? The reason why is we all communicate through text. A lot of the time, if someone calls you, you think something happened, all right? And so times have changed and how we communicate has changed, okay? We are going away from that phone call to now texting, okay? Messaging, all right? Maybe we're spending voice clips, okay? That is how we're changing. But here's the thing in network marketing. We all join and say, hey, no, we don't have a boss. We wanted to fire our boss. Listen, guys, I'm here to tell you, in network marketing, in business, guys, your calendar is your boss, okay? If your calendar is not filled up, if you are not showing people the information, guys, you are not going to get paid. And that is just the facts of our industry. That is the facts of the industry that you decided to join, the network marketing industry. Because when you become in here, when you come to this industry, you want to become a network marketing professional, not a network marketing amateur, because amateurs don't get paid. People in amateur sports don't get paid, okay? People in professional sports, that's where they get paid. Well, how do you become a professional? How is it that you go from that amateur status to that professional status? 1, you learn the skills, okay? But 2, you invite other people, teach them the skills. That way you duplicate, all right? So why the text message, guys? All right. 1, it's fast. It's easy. It creates action, okay? It gets results, all right? Objections better through text, meaning you're not sitting there verbally vomiting on people trying to talk to them and explain to them the information. I can't tell you how many times, and leaders, you can relate to this. And even if you've been in this industry, more than a day, you can relate to this. All right. Hearing people maybe even call you. Matter of fact, maybe the person that called you, all right, was just talking and talking and talking and trying to explain everything. And even before you even got on the presentation, you're like, why the hell do I want to go and listen to this after what this person said? Okay. And so it's easier for you to handle objections through a text message. 1, also, it's more confidence. sitting there with the little thumbs, okay, because I see thumbs going 1,000,000 miles per hour. Even my son, I don't know how the hell he texts so fast. You know, he's 7 years old, okay? We learned it real quick, but it also builds confidence as well, because now you don't have to really worry about that pushback, that feedback. You can invite using the scripts that we have, okay, by still being yourself, all right, without verbally vomiting on people. Matter of fact, if you've ever done that, if you ever verbally vomited on somebody trying to explain the information, go ahead and drop a 2 in the chat, all right? And let's be real, because we all have. I remember when I first started, all right, how I was. Yeah, we're gonna fix your credit. You're gonna get rich. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. I mean, I'm trying to explain it all, guys. And what I was doing was I was pushing that person away. Okay, so we want you to be able to do it right. And also, your new agents can text the first day. All right. So how many people want their calendar to look like this? Busy, 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 busy. You know why? I do. And that's what Myra's calendar looks like. That's what my calendar looks like. That's what Bruno's calendar looks like. David's calendar looks like. Okay. That's how you create that duplication. Okay. That's how you create those paychecks to whereas you get your time back, because that's the reason why a lot of us have joined network marketing. Okay. Yeah. We want to make the money, which is great. Okay, but we really want to get our time back. Okay, we want to be able to do what God intended us to do without having to ask somebody, can we do it? Okay, so here's a few examples, guys, of a text message. All right, what does your schedule look like this week? I'd like to get together with you. Guys, that is a very, very simple text. But what does that do? It elicits a response because you're asking somebody a question. What does your schedule look like? Or what are you doing tonight at 7 p.m.? Guys, I just did a presentation, for our team. We had about 40 people on, guys. We had a lot of guests. Wait, so what are you doing at 8 p.m.? Oh, nothing. Okay, great. I got something that you got to see. And then get them on the information and let us do the work for you. Breakfast tomorrow, coffee this week. Okay, we are now getting back to the point where we are meeting face to face. I know down here in Florida, we are. Now up there up north, I don't know what you guys got going on right now. It might be going to another lockdown. I have no idea. Okay, but we are meeting face to face. And so have coffee with someone, elicit a response, and that way you're showing them the information. Okay, and here's a little more. Give an idea. You don't want to just tell people, oh, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I just want to meet you. No, people don't want to be ambushed. Give them an idea of what you're going to show them. Okay, I have a project that I've been working on and I want to share with you, or I have an idea that I want to run by you. If I got something important, I want to show you. And we've made it so easy for you to share the information, guys. Our 1 through 10, you can find this in your back office, the FES overview. You see, you don't even need the long presentation, okay? The 30, 40-minute presentation that a lot of us give, okay? This right here has made us so much money because you can give this to your prospect, the person that you're meeting with when you invite them on, and you can just go over it, read it word for word, have them read it next to you, okay? Send it to them as a PDF or a picture. That way they can go over it as well. I mean, we make things so easy for you in this company, but the key is, what is up to you is that, like our executive vice president, David Marquez says, we will help you, but you build your business. You see, we're here to help, but it's up to you to build this business. I want to say that again. We're here to help like we are doing right now, every Tuesday night, giving you the skills you need to be successful, but it's up to you to make that decision in order for you to build your business, all right? And so here's my little friend right here, guys, all right? Kermit the Frog, I don't know, maybe I'm dating myself, all right? But, I like Kermit, okay? And you see, he's messaging away. And so I want to give you some examples, okay? And some of these examples are large, and I'm going to bring it down, okay? I want you to think about 10 text messages. Now, we had a little over 800 people join our business, okay? And our senior vice president, Xavier Moreira's downline. Okay, over 800 people joined 2 weeks ago. But for numbers, okay, I'm just going to use 1,000. So think about, we get those people started right, and we have them each send out 10 text messages. Guys, that is 10,000 requests for appointments. Now, we all know more than 10 people, all right? The average person has something like 143 contacts in their phone. Guys, if you look at my phone, I have thousands of contacts, in my phone. Most of us do. And so imagine, guys, if you have 100 text messages out, times that 1,000 agents, guys, that's 10,000 requests for appointments. Now, I'm using these numbers as just examples. We know that not everybody is going to send out 10 text messages. There's some people that get started and don't do a damn thing. That's okay. And their paychecks reflect that. All right. And I'm just being real with you. But there are some people, okay, like our Vice President, Mr. Bruno Florida, or, our Regional Vice President, Racer Otero, and Natalie, who you just talked to, or Chris Barroner, okay, that does send out 100 text messages, that send out 200 text messages, guys, and their rank and their paychecks, okay, they correlate with the work that they do. So I want you to think about it, okay? Think about how many people will join the movement from, let's say, 100,000 texts, or not even 100,000 texts. That's a lot of numbers, okay? But imagine if every agent on your team sent out 100 text messages as soon as they join. How easy is it to send out 100 text messages? But maybe they don't do the 100 text messages right away. Maybe they need to go and make their list. But what if they just send out 10 messages right away? Now you're creating action. You're inviting already. You're setting that person up for success. And then you do that over the next 12 months, guys. That is a lot of people seeing the information. You see, in network marketing, we're under this false narrative that we have to enroll the world, and we don't. All right, guys, I've enrolled, a couple hundred people into network marketing, all right, into this company myself. But not everybody panned out. You see, I have about 6 or 7 people, all right, that have really taken this thing, all right, and really went with it. And they found some people, they invited some people, okay, and now we work as a network, all right? There is no multiple 6-figure earner, Dr. Bogerty, okay, without me inviting those people and them inviting other people and us working as a team, okay? And so let's do the numbers, guys. 100 texts, okay? And these are tried and true numbers in our company and in our industry, okay? 100 text message equals 30 to 50 appointments. 30 to 50 appointments, okay? Those are the people that are going to get back with you, okay? And say, hey, all right, I want to see what you have. Are they really going to watch it? I don't know. I have no idea. It just depends on what type of credibility you have, how you set it up, okay? Did you share your story? There's a few things that go into it. But let's use an average of 40 appointments, okay? Guys, for every 40 appointments, you're going to get 12 customers and 4 agents. Those are numbers. You see, this is a numbers game. Network marketing is a numbers game, like life is a numbers game. Guys, listen, you request a whole bunch of dates. Eventually, a girl's going to say yes, all right? I mean, that's how this thing works, okay? And so you get a bunch of people in front of the information, okay? You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So people will see it for what it is. But if you're not inviting people to see the information, okay, then you're getting sour saying, oh, this thing don't work. And then next thing you know, you're telling other people, oh, network marketing doesn't work. No, you didn't work. Let's be real on here. If you are not enrolling customers and agents, okay, it's mainly because you're just not doing the work. And guys, I got to be real with you because I love you. I want to see you win. But the reason why we're not winning on here is because I did a presentation for our team. You only have 40 people on there. So that's how we know, guys, that we're not really inviting. We're not getting people in front of the information, okay? And so what to do with those new 4 agents, guys? The same thing. That way we duplicate. You see, the system works. When you put somebody in a system and they work the system, okay, it works for you. And so let's talk about this. They will duplicate. So when you bring those 4 people in, guys, and they shoot out those 100 text messages, and we know everybody's not going to do it, okay? But this is just for numbers' sake, all right? For example's sake, okay? It equals 160 appointments. Well, if the numbers pan out, which they do, guys, that's 48 customers and 16 agents. And so if we're doing things right, if we're plugging people in the right way, if we're teaching them the system, then what do we do with those 16? Guys, it's the same thing. You see, numbers don't lie. It's people that lie. And you say, hey, did you make your list of 100 people? Yeah, I did it. All right, let me see it. Well, I really do. I got it in my phone. No, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. All right, that's why you're not getting paid. That's why you're pissed off about the company and the network marketing doesn't work. Okay, but then you're gonna go work for somebody else. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. All right, guys. And so listen, team of 100 agents, guys, send out 100 texts. That's 3,000 to 5,000 appointments, guys. Average of 4,000 appointments. That's 1,200 new customers, 400 new agents. All right, these numbers work. Our Pinnacle Senior Vice President, Mr. Alfred Nixon, guys, a little over 7,000 new agents joined his business in a 48-hour span. Why? Because they were invited to see the information and we got them enrolled, okay? And so, but let's just say you have a team of 1,000 agents, guys, send out 100 messages, guys, 40,000 appointments. That's 12,000 customers, 4,000 agents. And so again, have your calendar filled up. See, we're going into 2022. Listen, all right, you got some sharks on here, okay? I am a shark, okay? You have Myra, she's a shark. Xavier's a shark. Bruno's a shark. What do I mean by that? Okay, we know in the beginning of the year, there's blood in the water. People want to transform their lives. People are making those New Year's resolutions. Guys, I swear to God, I think people start making their New Year's resolutions early. All right, I was in the gym yesterday. I couldn't get on a piece of equipment. You see, those first 3 weeks in January is a lot of time where I take my break because I can't get in there. Why? Because people said they want to lose weight. They want to get stronger. They want to get healthier. But guess what? After those 3 weeks, okay, those New Year resolutions are broken. And then the people who really want to work out, really want to stay in shape, those are the people that are in the gym, not the people those fly-by-night people. Well, here's what's going to happen. All right, your cousin, your uncle, your best friend, all right, and this has happened to me. They're going to make a New Year's resolution. They're going to say, hey, you know what? I want to fix my credit. I want to get my finances in order. And then you aren't going to invite them to see the information. But guess what? They're going to see my profile. They're going to see my IG. Okay, they're going to see Bruno's. Okay, they're going to see Chris's. They're going to see David's. They're going to see Crystal Morero's. They're going to see one of those. And guess what? They're going to reach out to them. We're going to invite them. They're going to get enrolled. And guess what? You're going to be salty. Why? It's not our fault. We're doing what we're supposed to do. You have to invite them to see the information. And here's another thing, all right, when it comes to inviting. All right, sometimes this cell phone right here can feel like it's 200 pounds. Who gives a damn what people think about you when you invite them? Are they paying your bills? Absolutely not. Do they have the lifestyle you want? Absolutely not. You probably wouldn't be inviting them to see it if they did. Because if you buy somebody's opinion, guys, you got to buy their lifestyle. So when I invite people, if they don't get up on the information, guys, I actually feel sorry for them. That's just my mindset because I know the information that we have. I know what this company can do for them. I don't get upset that they don't come on. I invite them, let them make a grown-up decision, and then I move on. You see, when your calendar looks like that, you're not worried about the people that say no because you always got somebody else to talk to. You always got somebody else who's going to see the information. Like sometimes I honestly got to do a better job of writing people down and writing what their decisions were, 2 or 3 people prior to that, because sometimes I forget about them because I'm already moving on to the next person because I have realized and I know that being in this industry, it is a numbers game. I need to invite as many people as I can to see the information. Okay, that way I can get paid. Why? Because you want to take action in a short time span. How do you do that? You invite people to see the information. Let the information sell itself. You don't have to sell the information. People know they got bad credit. People know that they couldn't pay their bills. People know that they may have not had the best Christmas this year. You think they want to go through that again? Absolutely not. Transfer your values and your beliefs onto them. Let them know you got a way out for them, and then let the information do it. Guys, if this is value, go ahead and drop a 2 in the chat. Let me know that I'm talking to you right now, that you are getting something from this. Because it's when I learned this, okay? When my mentor, my last company, Miss Melanie Levitt, sat me down and showed me this. Guys, it was a game changer for me. 8 years, never walked into a job. Family has all the time and support. Why? I don't have to say, no because of money. I can say no because my kids don't deserve it. Guys, that's what I want. So here's a 100 text challenge, guys. We always want to go ahead and challenge our people. I challenge you between now and New Year's, okay, to go ahead and send out 100 text messages. Guys, me and David probably text over 100 times in the last 3 days, all right? I don't know why he's always bothering me, okay? But he's always texting me, and I got to text back, okay, because I don't want to seem rude, all right? But guys, listen, go ahead and send out those text messages. However it is, hey, busy, 8 o'clock, okay, I have something you got to see, or do you mind if I send you information? But the thing that has made me a ton of money in this industry, who do you know with less than perfect credit? If you just write that down and ask people that, who do you know with less than perfect credit? Guys, they're going to invite themselves to see the information because 90% of the time they're going to say me. And you're going to say, why? I have a solution to your problem. Do you mind if I send you some information? Or do you mind, hey, I have a webinar going at 8 p.m. where we're going to explain how it is that you can remedy that situation. If I send you the link, will you be able to attend? Because that is a simple invite. And now they want to see the information. They want to because now you're in a position where you're helping them and not selling them, guys. And so listen, hopefully this brought a level of clarity to you guys. We want everyone, all 198 people on here right now. We want to see you get your 5. We want to see those paychecks grow. We want to see you taking trips with your family. We want to see you firing your boss like David Marquez did on a Tuesday. Like Bruno walked through the Walmart. Okay, guys, that was the funniest thing in the world when Bruno quit live at Walmart. I mean, if you guys ain't seen that video, go ahead. Matter of fact, Bruno, you got to post that again. All right, that was hilarious. He's quitting at Walmart. It was hilarious. All right, guys. But the reason why he was able to do that, because he invited enough people to see the information. All right, he was able to change his life, get out that garage, and now you see where Bruno lives now. It ain't a person's garage no more. All right, that little baby of his is going to live a privileged life. Why? Because daddy made a decision that he would never go back to that position again. All right, and how did he do that? Because he just helped a lot of people. And so, guys, listen, it was an honor for me to train you tonight. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back, to our executive sales director, Miss Myra, and we're going to have some very, very great incentives that we're about to go ahead and offer you guys. So, Myra, back to you, superstar.
Thank you so much for that, Arnold team. I've heard Arnold train so many times, but there was just something phenomenal, really, really brought to the table tonight. And just giving those examples, Natalie, of course, a huge shout out to you. Always here to serve Miss 24/7 herself. Thank you both very much for that training. It was incredible. Team, if y'all got some value, and look at the time too, absolute gem after gem in such a condensed amount of time. Thank you so very, very much. Seriously, I continue to learn from you. I thank you a great deal for even my success, and it's just always a pleasure to take in and continue to learn too. So I know the team is expressing their appreciation of that as well. But as you said, we do have some announcements also, something super exciting, and I hope it didn't directly have to do with that many people that were on tonight, but you did have to be on tonight in order to learn about this information, not catch the recording. You needed to be here plugged in live and direct. And I'm actually going to get myself out of the way so that you can give some of your undivided attention to the man and the gentleman in charge and responsible for even all of this being possible for us. I'll tell you this, they say that, those that are the most successful, really, it reflects in the people that they impact and the lives that they help to bring along with them. So even earlier today, our senior vice president, Mr. Xavier Marrero, huge shout out to him, just graciously opened up his space, his time today, fitting some of us that were able to meet earlier, and just taking in a little bit of that lifestyle he's been able to create and to see and witness how real it really is. His story of having lost it all, rebuilt back up, but just being determined to make what he's made his reality now happen. It's transformed my life, all of those around him, all the smiling faces that were there. Of course, Bruno, Crystal, just to name a few, our EVP, David Marquez, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, the real life R&R Club, Robin Reza, right? But again, I'd always appreciate this man for what he continues to do day in and day out. See, with the success he's been able to create for himself, he wouldn't have to volunteer his time right now, because understand he's not, there's no way you can even compensate an hour's worth of the knowledge he brings to the table when he's really pouring out all into each one of us, which he does day in and day out. His success record speaks volume. I could talk really all night, just bigging him up, giving him the respect that is owed. He personally introduced me to this and so many of us as well. And he's gonna continue to be a blessing in the lives of whoever will allow him to be. But for me, again, I thank him tremendously. And I know he's got some exciting stuff to share for the team, right? I don't know if y'all heard, right? Cash prizes, winning, huh? Could you imagine getting paid on top of already getting paid? But again, please give your full and undivided attention to none other than our Senior Vice President, Mr. Xavier Marrero. Can you hear me? I haven't seen your pearly white tonight. There you go.
All
you got it.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly fine. You got it.
All right, perfect. Man. Super excited, everybody. Let's give it back to our Vice President, Dr. Arnold Bogerty. Did an amazing job. I don't know about you guys, but I was over here taking notes. I hope you guys were as well. Trust me, especially being a brand new agent, just being able to get the fundamentals to get from a brand new agent to that field trainer and just continuing that journey to continue to get promoted. Guys, it's that simple. A lot of people think that we're like these special superhumans that, we have all these skills and we know how to talk to people very well. Yes, we do need some of those skills, but a lot of times what made us very successful is the fundamentals, and it's basically just inviting, and also promoting, right? Promoting that next event, promoting that next big webinar, promoting that local PBR. That's what got all of us to these high titles. That's what got us to these high income rackets, right? It was just sticking to those fundamentals. So guys, I hope you guys took a lot of notes. Hope you guys took screenshots. Great scripts, very simple. Let me get you to that event. Let me get you to that webinar. Let me get you over to that PBR. So again, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, thank you so much for that. Highly appreciate it. Again, guys, even in my position, I was still taking notes. So powerful, powerful training. But I do want to get to some fun parts. First of all, congratulations to everyone. Very, very successful week. But also congratulations to the brand new agents. And also congratulations to the 202 people we have on. The reason why is because as leaders, we decided to do something extra, right? You guys already know we're always extra, which is okay sometimes. But this is very beneficial for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to give away some cash prize next week for everybody that was actually plugged in today. Not only did you get some very powerful information, very powerful training that will definitely take you to the next level, definitely take your business to the next level in your team, but now we're going to give you the opportunity to actually get paid even more for work that you was probably already going to put in anyways if you're serious about your business. So what we want to do is we actually want to introduce you to the $600 giveaway that we're actually going to use. So let me go ahead and just kind of share my screen here and just show you what we got going on and let you know what you need to do exactly to go ahead and get your hands on this $600. Right, so let me take a look. All right, perfect. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so as leaders, we basically got together and said, you know what? Nice paychecks. Let's go ahead and give back to the team. Let's go ahead and give them some motivation, but also let's pay them. So guys, what we decided to do is actually give away $600. And the way you're going to actually have a chance to get a hold of this money is very simple. All we want, especially the brand new agents, even seasoned agents, is for you to go out there and strive for 5. Go out there and get your services completely free. So starting from today, right, even earlier this morning, if you got some agents or even customers, and that's going to help you strive for 5, reach out to your mentor, reach out to that leader, reach out to that person that actually got you enrolled, and make sure they let one of us know. The reason why is because next Tuesday, we're actually going to put your name in an actual name of wheels, and we're going to pick 3 lucky winners, and we're giving up to $600. That's amazing. Again, shout out to leadership for putting that together for us. And then also, guys, we're not going to stop there, because if you were an agent who brought in other agents and you strive for 5, right, then obviously your name gets added. But if your personal enrollments, right, someone that you personally enrolled, if they strive for 5 and get their 5, now your name gets to be added twice on that wheel. So you have the opportunity to not only have your name in there once, but several different times. That's going to be up to you. And I don't know about you guys, but when people are giving away some money, I'm going to work, because not only is the company going to pay me for the work that I'm going to put in, but now I'm getting extra bonuses. Oh yeah, I'm all about that. So guys, again, take full advantage of this. Very, very simple. By next Tuesday, we're going to go ahead on training. So you have to be on training again next Tuesday, because if you call your name and you're not on, unfortunately, you will not actually win the money. So again, tomorrow, I want everybody to do me a huge favor. Actually, not even tomorrow. I want this tonight. So we already spoke about the $600 giveaway. You guys already know what the task is. You know what you need to do, right? But now let's talk about also Dallas, right? We have the jumpstart that's going to be in January. Guys, make sure that if you already got your ticket, post that up on the actual chat. I want to see how many people are coming. And if you're brand new, I'm telling you guys, you need to actually go to this training. A lot of people say, hey, Xavier, how you been able to see success so fast? How you been able to actually not create only financial freedom, but time freedom, and not only for you, but for your family as well. The reason why, guys, is because just like I'm plugged in tonight, I'm constantly plugged in, especially to these big trainings that corporate puts together. Why? Because now you actually see the vision. Why? You have a lot more belief, not only on the services and the business, but the company itself, and even in yourself. So understand, the reason why I got to where I got to today is because I didn't miss any of these trainings. These trainings are very important. It teaches you the fundamentals just the same way that Arnold was teaching it today, but it also gives you that extra, right, knowledge from very successful individuals. It gives you the opportunity to have those hallway conversations like how we like to call them, right? Because right now, Dr. Arnold did an amazing job. But just pretend that you was able to run to Dr. Arnold Bogerty in Dallas and be able to pull him to the side and just prick his brain a little bit. How much more knowledge will you gain? How much more power will you have? And how would that actually help your actual team? So very, very important that you guys show up. I'm telling you, what the company's about to mention, you can't afford to miss out. You can't be that person that get the news too late, right? You want to get the news right then and there. So make the sacrifices that you have to make. And it was just Christmas, I get it. But some of us got some holiday money too as a gift. Take it and invest in yourself, invest in your business. If you guys don't mind, can we mute that line?
Or you can find the answer right now in Slack.
Not sure who's actually.
Slack, where the future works.
Let me see. I guess somebody wants to do some training tonight, but I don't know if they might qualify. All right, especially if you're just going to come on, you just have your TV playing in the background, you definitely don't qualify to train. Sorry, apologize. But guys, again, super excited. Congratulations, especially to brand new agents. Let's go out there. Let's strive for 5. Let's get $600 in your pockets. And also, guys, make sure that you make the sacrifices to go out there. And I'll see all you guys in Dallas and the Jumpstart. I'm telling you what the company is going to do. Again, I don't know how I can tell you this. You can't afford to miss out, period. Again, thank you so much, Myra. I'll give it back to you.
Hey, Xavier, let me hop in there just for 1 second. And the reason why, guys, I wanted to hop back in is I was at a PBR yesterday. And there was a young lady that was sitting there after David and I got done the presentation. Actually, Juan and Junebug did a great job for the presentation last night. But she said that she registered with her last dime, all right, to go to January Jumpstart because of the stories that were shared by us during the last training. You know, this is a young lady that, you know, really didn't have the money to go. I'm looking at some of the comments and people saying, hey, I wish I could go, or damn, maybe next time. Guys, listen, yes, will there maybe a next time? Yes, we're going to have trainings all the time, all right? But it's up to you to make that commitment to go. When Xavier could tell you his story, Bruno could tell you his story, Raisa could tell you her story. Guys, it wasn't always to the point where we had money where we could just, you know, fly out the trainings. No, we had to sacrifice. But was the sacrifice worth it? Absolutely, it was worth it. You know, you have all of the leaders, you know, from our Pinnacle Senior Vice President, you know, on down that tells you their stories about making it to training, how they had to sacrifice to get the training. Yes, I know that it's 2 weeks away, okay? And I know that, hey, it may be difficult. But without a test, guys, there's no testimony. You see, you can't have Bruno's testimony without, you know, the test that he went through. You can't have Xavier's testimony without the test that he went to. You see that chain that he has on right now. Okay, but listen, 5.5 years ago, he had to sell a chain like that in order to get to the training. Okay, so now he's able to go ahead and buy that chain again and live where he lives. You see, it wasn't always like that. The reason why we're able to live this way now is because of the sacrifices we made when we didn't have the money. And so excuses only sound good to the people who make them. They don't sound good to me. They don't sound good to Xavier. They don't sound good to Raisa. All right, they don't sound good to us. Why? Because we were in that position before. And we knew what we had to do to get the training. We had to sleep 7, 8 people in a hotel room. All right, people sleeping in the tub. All right. I mean, yeah, those stories are funny now, but those are stories of sacrifice. My good friend Javier is on here right now, who just came back into business. Congratulations, just hit field trainer in 2 days. All right. But he remembers those days driving 1,300 miles to a presentation. I mean, to an event. So make it happen, guys. We are telling you, you make it to this January Jumpstart with what Xavier kind of privy does too, and what Paramel's going to announce, and just make it around the people, all right, especially going into this tax season, going into this time where people want to change their lives. The people who make it to the events make 11 times more than the people who don't. And so, yes, it may be an upfront sacrifice, guys, but when you talk about where you're going to be in February, in March, in April, you are going to thank God that Xavier's pushing you, that your leader's pushing you to get there. Because we don't want to let you down, and we will let you down, okay, if we're not talking about this event every single day, pushing you go to this event every single day. That's us letting you down. And I'm damn sure I'm not going to let down my team. So they're going to hear it from me. If they make the decision not to go, it won't be because I'm not expressing why they should go, guys. And so I just wanted to go ahead and clear that out, because this young lady decided, after hearing the stories all right, of the sacrifice that the leaders made, that other people made. She got her ticket and she's going out there and she was encouraging another lady to go, all right, who wasn't going to go. And then she booked her ticket right away. So you'd be surprised how much influence you have, but it comes from leading by example. All right. Nobody's going to follow a parked car, guys. Dogs don't bark at parked cars. All right. They bark at cars that are moving, people that are creating action. You do it and you'll be surprised how many people are going to follow you and do it as well. I just wanted to go ahead and throw that in there. Myra, back to you.
Definitely some amazing reminders to close out the night. Yes, events are where it's at. You cut the learning curve down drastically. So I look forward to seeing all of you that I haven't yet met in person in Dallas. Thank you so much to Xavier, our Senior Vice President, always finding ways to pour back into the team. Thank you again, Vice President Dr. Arnold Bogerty, Vice President Natalie Rodriguez as well, and all of our leaders. We appreciate you, we love you, and we look forward to growing up and being a little bit more like you every day. So come on, everyone, congrats again, and let's take this to the top. Let's go, y'all.
Good night. Good night.
Have a good night.